In today's video, we'll be doing an update on Ethereum. We'll be discussing what to look for to get that continuation to our target of $3,500. I'll also be sharing a couple of golden nuggets, a couple of golden experiences shared by some of our seedlings that we usually only keep for the private seed members. This is going to be pivotal for your growth as a trader, for your long-term consistent profitability, so you definitely don't want to be missing this one.
Hey guys, Krisha here. Please be cautious of any fake comments and emails you may receive from people pretending to be Mango Research. Sean and I will never ever contact you for investment opportunities or anything of that sort. To get in touch with the real Mango team, make sure to join our official Discord chat using the link in the description below. Stay safe out there, and remember, do it Mango.
Good morning, guys. My name is Sean Dex, and I welcome you back to the Mango Grow for your daily analysis video. In today's video, we'll be covering Ethereum. We'll be doing an update on the video we did a couple of days ago. Ethereum's looking good. Ethereum's looking fantastic. Everything going according to plan. But before we start, I do want to give major props to two seedling members who have really impressed me with their growth. So big shout out to Wolvie and Ajesh. Both of these guys have posted a really nice write-up in the Mango Lessons chat under the C channel. So if you guys are in the C program, please take some time, please, for your own growth, for your long-term profitability as a trader. Take the time and read those write-ups. I'm pretty sure most of you have already read it. Looking at the upvotes that both Ajesh and Wolvie have gotten on those write-ups, it seems like a lot of you guys have read it, and hey, very well written from both of them. Now I do want to spend some time discussing some key points that both of them have touched on. So for those of you watching at home over here on YouTube, if you guys are only interested in Ethereum's targets and not really interested in learning and not interested in your own growth as a trader, then go ahead and fast forward, use the timestamps below, or better yet, you're better off unsubscribing, because this channel is likely not the place for you, right? So unsubscribe, hit the dislike, and yeah, we'll see you some other place. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull out an excerpt from Wolvie's write-up. Again, if you guys are in the C program, go ahead and read the entire thing. There's so much valuable information in there. But yeah, this is how it starts, and I love how it starts. He says, "Time for some lessons from me to me. For a while now, I've not been able to get in on opportunities, larger pullbacks, or aggressive trends on BTC in general. On bigger pullbacks, I've been wondering how low will it go, or what would be a safe trade. And on breaks, I've wanted the retests that just never came. I always wanted to be a successful trade, of course, but slowly I've realized I need to just take the trades when I see the setup, even if price is well past the setup, and even if the lower time frames look like garbage. They usually do before reversal." And there's so much wisdom and experience in that. You can see now that over the year and a half that he's been trading, well, he's been trading even longer before that, prior to when he joined Seed, but over time he's begun to see, because he's experiencing it from the successful traders in the Seed program as well, how we are doing it. He's begun, this was one of the biggest realizations I ever had, right? As a trader, while during my growth phase, I'm like, hey man, it's going to look like crap on the lower time frames. You can't let that scare you out. And he had that realization over here, right? And now, guys, having that realization is one thing, but most recently I saw him put it into effect, right? It was just a couple of days ago when Bitcoin had that dump onto on the lower time frames. It looked like garbage, right? It looked like complete garbage. People in the Grove as well were getting a little panicky and anxious. But on the high time frames, on the daily, it was the retest of the daily dynamic, and we'll talk about that later today when we do a Bitcoin video. And right away on the C chat, Wolvie a message saying, "Hey, I just got filled on my Bitcoin position." And I was like, wow, good job, man, because I knew in that moment that he not only had a realization on his growth as a trader, on his mental mindset, but he also acted on it. Because I always tell you guys, right, it's one thing to know what to do, but it's that much harder to execute on it, and he executed on it as well. So major props. And again, this goes on to discuss a lot more things. He gets a lot more theoretical over here, and I really urge the rest of you seedlings to go ahead and read the rest of it. So again, major props to you, Wolfie. You were able to recognize something that you needed to improve on, you reflected on it, you wrote it down, and then you executed on it. And hey, because of that, you're sitting in a very comfy position while Bitcoin is looking to make some big moves, right? Already sitting in the green. You're not sitting in that anxious position waiting for price to give you that retest, waiting for price to perhaps come down and wondering whether you should chase the trade. You're not sitting in that. You're sitting in a mango stress-free trade at the moment. All right, and now let's go ahead and read a quick excerpt from Ajesh's write-up in the Mango Lessons channel. And again, I don't want to spend too much time on this, guys, because we're already 5 minutes into the video. But guys, there's some golden nuggets in here. Golden nuggets. Ajesh 4x his account. So you guys do want to listen to this. So this excerpt over here is the bottom part of his write-up. He essentially wrote down his key learning points during his journey. And guys, you need to know a little backstory or a little context on Ajesh. Ajesh is a teacher himself. He knows how to teach and he knows how to learn. Teachers usually the good ones at the very least, really know how to study. And again, if you guys are on the C program, read his entire write-up, okay? Because he has a lot of good suggestions in there and will make you wonder, hey, I should be doing that too. Hey, why am I not doing that? So right over here, we have a couple of his suggestions, right? He says, trying out and using all the techniques Sean talks about in the seed, and then finding the ones that suit you and your trading style. How many times have I shared this with you guys too over these YouTube videos that hey, you got to find your own trading style. My trading style, for example, is a trend trader. Your trading style, for example, could be support and resistance. Time frames matter too. I like catching those big wins, so I play the high time frames to catch those bigger wins because I don't want to get shook out on the lower time frames. Okay, another one that he shared over here, and this is the golden nugget, right? This made me go like, damn, Ajay, damn, you remind me of myself so much. He says, when Sean and Krisha do a video, I would analyze that particular altcoin before watching the video. This helped me think like a trader. The reason he put think like a trader in commas over there in quotations is because we have an entire module on thinking like a trader, right? So I love that little bit over there too. And he says it helped me give me a good routine when charting. I definitely recommend doing this when you start. Now honestly guys, this is a golden nugget right over here, and the fact that I'm sharing it with you guys, I hope it does not go unheard, okay? Because I know the seedlings hearing this, they're going to take this to heart and they're going to start doing this too, those of you who aren't doing it. So yeah, then he goes on to say, sorry for the essay, I am always reflecting on my trades and strategy. I have managed to 4x my account. I still have so much to learn, but I'm glad I'm seeing the rewards from studying. And guys, keep in mind that Ajesh is a freaking full-time teacher. He has way less time than most of you out there, okay? He's really freaking busy, and he still managed to 4x his account, and that's huge. And think about it, guys, he's done it while working full time. While many of you sitting at home over there are over trading, putting on way too many trades and losing money, while he's trading less than you. He's focusing more on how to do it right than do it more often. All right, that's what is key over here. That's the freaking golden nugget. He has focused more so on doing it right than doing it more often, and he's already 4x his account. Man, freaking major props to you, Ajay. Major props to you. To see your growth so fast, right, is amazing. So yeah, with that guys, let's finally get on over to the analysis. We're going to start with the dashboard, and here we are. Let's go ahead and filter out Ethereum. And remember guys, this is an update to the video that we did a couple of days ago, where we drew out what we were looking for Ethereum to do in the coming days, right? Well, one of the things that we were looking for Ethereum to do was start switching trend long on the various time frames. Particularly, we're looking for it to switch long on the daily, because on the 12-hour it was already freaking long, right? 3 days ago we got the long signal, and that was our first big clue. Since then you're up around 9%, but we are looking for much bigger wins on the theme, as you guys know from the previous video. Let's go ahead and check the daily time frame now, and what do you know, yesterday we did get that long reversal, so it has switched to long on the daily as well. But I'd reckon that it's not switched to the it's switched long on the 2-day just yet. I'm looking for this for the whoa, it actually has. So we got the 2-day long signal on Ethereum as well. Okay, that's really interesting. Things are getting really spicy for Ethereum. So let's go ahead and switch back to the charts now, or switch on over to the charts. Here we have Ethereum, and again, this, guys, is going to be an update to the video that we discussed a couple of days ago. So I'll do a quick recap on what we were talking about. But essentially, we were talking about how Ethereum was squeezing on the mid time frames, right? On the middle time frames, we were in consolidation. Well, 2 days ago, we were in consolidation. Now it looks like the trend has switched long on the daily as well as the 2-day. And it makes sense, right? You're seeing it right over here, because we do have the break of exactly what we were talking about. And it's amazing that the dashboard caught it on the 2-day as well. Man, it's surpassing my expectations as well, but I shouldn't, since I freaking coded the algorithm myself. But that being said, what were we talking about, right? Let's do a quick recap. We were essentially looking at the squeeze like formation, right? And we talked about how, hey, this squeeze right over here, this was more bullish than bearish, because when you look at a structure like this, guys, where you have a higher low, lower high, and then at the time this could have been a lower high, right? We were over here when we were talking about it. This could have been a lower high. We just didn't know at the time, were the bears going to step in or not? This is where you can start using your candlestick analysis along with your trend analysis and support and resistance analysis all put together to come up with a thesis that lets you lean one way or the other. And we said that, hey, this is more bullish than it is bearish. Why? Because the bears over here were not able to step in earlier, right? The bulls, the slope, the angle between these two is really low. It's as good as flat. So the bears allowed the price to come a little bit too high before they push it down, while the bulls were giving you nice swing high lows, right? They were really nice and high. The bulls were stepping in more aggressively, the bears not so much. So with that, you can essentially draw it both ways. The trend line, the sloping downward trend line, the declining trend line, or the horizontal flat. And now when you see a structure like this, we talked about a particular way that you could trade it, a really nice way that I've been trading for like years now, and it has worked out. It has a high probability of working out, and you're seeing it work out over here too. I really recommend you guys go ahead and watch that video, because I go into a lot more detail in that video. But essentially, we talked about how you can play the break of the symmetrical triangle as your first position. Let's say you divide your position into two, right? You have your entire position P, you can divide it into two, and then you have X1 and X2. Okay, so essentially you take X1 on your first break of the symmetrical triangle. You likely get the retest, right? And what do you know? We did get the retest. Again, the key word there, guys, is likely and probability. Things don't work out so perfectly every time. This time it has, right? Which is great. So it's a good example. But again, we got the break, got the retest. That's where you get your X1 position. And then when we get the close above the horizontal now in 17 hours and 26 minutes, if we get the 2-day close above this horizontal, that's when you get your second position in, and you have your entire P, right? X1 and X2. And then you're fully into the trade, and you play for the trend continuation, which is now a combination of a support and resistance play as well as a trend play, right? So what were our targets? We are looking at around 2,500. We're looking at 3,000, and then eventually 3,500. Where did I get that big 3,500 number from? Well, let's go ahead and hide all the horizontals over here. Switch on over to the weekly, and I want to quickly show you guys again that if you are just stuck, those of you who are Ethereum bulls and playing it against USD, if you've just been patient, doing it the Mango way, and especially if you have access to the dynamic, you could have been in this trade all the way since around 310, 290-ish. But even when we came down over here, right, we caught this dump on live stream. Okay, we actually caught this dump on live stream. It came down, tested the dynamic, and people were getting overly bearish. Now, I was bearish on Ethereum far before this, but I was bearish on Ethereum against Bitcoin, not on the USD pairing. I've maintained my position on Ethereum being bullish on USD over and over again. Right? You can't be bearish on Ethereum when it's trending so beautifully on the freaking weekly. And what does it look like to you guys? It looks like a freaking bull flag that is breaking towards the upside. A bull flag with a really nice, beautiful pole. Now again, people are going to be like, hey Sean, you're drawing the pole too long. You're drawing the pole here. You're drawing the pole there. I don't freaking care. Have you guys been watching this channel? I do it Mango. I do it stress free. I don't care, man. I just need approximate targets. Okay, so you guys can go and get nitpicky with your few dollars here, few dollars there, you're likely going to miss out more trades than you actually win that way. But anyways, you do you, guys. Yeah, that's how you get your $3,500 target, guys. The poll is looking, or rather the measured move of the poll is looking at 3,500. Now, that's not the only way you can, of course, look at this. You can go ahead and mark out just this. You see this range over here, this candle. You essentially look at this candle over here, and that would give you your target, your mid time frame target at the very least. That would be 2,500, right? At the more, this adjust it to the candle, and yeah, 2,586. So we have 2,586 and 3,586 as two targets. Of course, $3,000 is also going to be a psychological level. Now, I do apologize for the messy chart over here. Let's go ahead and erase a couple of things on my drawings. Okay, so I do want to take a quick look at the Ichimoku, see what the Ichimoku is looking like. The dynamic, guys, is looking freaking beautiful. We are trending against it. We got the beautiful retest on the opportunity line, and now we're seeing continuation right after that, right? So the first test of the dynamic gave us a nice, I believe, what was that bounce? 42% bounce after that. Now on the next test of the upline, thus far has given us already a 26%, and we're looking for continuation towards the upside. I'm looking at around $3,500 eventually, guys, but $2,500 at minimum. $3,000 is going to be a likely psychological level that we're going to see some resistance. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Ichimoku Haida horizontals. What's going on over here? Ichimoku, I love the look of this, guys. Okay, completely in equilibrium. We had a little bit of scare over here with the Kumo twist. Was price going to come down and get sucked into it, but over here we're looking at the 200 moving average come past and start angling higher and higher as well. I really like the look of this. Let's go ahead and turn on the lagging span as well, see what's going on over there. Oops, boom. Lagging span looking really good as well. Everything's looking fantastic. Cloud green. Let's go ahead and look at the 4-day. What are you telling me? Oh, this was beautiful, guys. This was beautiful. Tenkin lining up with the dynamic as well on the 4-day. I really like the look of it. We're closing the 4-day in 17 hours and 22 minutes as well, so that's lining up with the 2-day. We're seeing a lot of confluence over here. What does this look like to you guys? This looks like your perfect ascending triangle on the 4-day time frame, on the freaking mango time frame. We close this over here. I'll be looking for that move to around $2,500 at the very least. Taking out the high over here is going to see a lot of stops get triggered, a lot of buy stops, as well as a lot of sellers who are looking to get out of their positions. So liking the look of this. Let's go ahead and look at the oscillators now over here. The 2-day oscillators is what I'm really concerned about. Yep, boom. Healthy. Damn, this looks like it has more to go, guys, more to go. We did have, by the way, bullish divergence between this area over here and this area over here. Got triggered as soon, yep, got triggered actually got triggered right over here, my bad, got triggered right over here. So bullish divergence, oscillators looking like there's a lot of juice in this move over here on the 2-day time frame. You can check out the 12-hour to see 12 hours in the bullish territory over here. So as long as you're swinging over here bullish, cross up, cross down, cross up, cross down, doesn't really matter as long as we're in this area. Far too many people get caught in the trap that, hey, stochastics have crossed bearish. No, if you're in this zone over here, guys, between 80 and 100, you are trending bullish, period. RSI swinging up very healthily. I wouldn't be too surprised if we do see a retest of around 19,226 over here, come down, reset this a little bit, and then have continuation towards the upside. But I don't have a strong opinion on that because this is the lower time frame. Speaking of lower time frames, let's take a quick look at the 4-hour time frame, and right over here you're seeing that the trend is aggressive towards the upside. By the way, somebody PM me this morning saying that Ethereum has bearish divergence on the 4-hour time frame, and is it likely to come down because it has bearish divergence on the 4-hour time frame. Firstly, looking at the chart over here, there's no way that we had bearish divergence. You can't have bearish divergence when you're making new highs like this, right? I mean, we can go ahead and take a quick look, and yeah, there's no bearish divergence over here. Stochastics are actually looking really healthy as well. So yeah, be very careful where you guys are getting your information on how to read divergences. Most people are reading them wrong. Yeah, so be very careful on that. Let's go ahead and look at the Ichimoku though quickly. Are we getting anything from here? Not really. A little bit messy cloud going from red to green. When you see something like this, guys, and you have a flat cloud, like as in flat structure of switching from red to green, you're in a consolidation, right? It's not telling you much. If you want to look for information, you have to either look at your other indicators or just clean the chart and try to get a better look at from the higher time frames, which is what we did. We can go ahead and take a look at the dynamic, though I don't recommend it. the dynamic actually has caught it really well ever since we broke out of the cloud structure over here. We twisted, right? This is what you guys want to see, by the way. For those of you who have access to the dynamic, this is what you guys want to see, right? When you twist, right, with the cloud going back underneath the dynamic, right, equilibrium is set positively again. Equilibrium is now more towards the bullish side, and then we, of course, we flipped green as well, got the retest off the bottom of the cloud. That was the next buy opportunity, and we've been trending right over here once we saw the defense, by the way. So let's say you guys missed this, okay? You guys weren't in the trade over here, and you're waiting and watching, and you're seeing price run away. Okay, don't just keep watching price or run away. Have a plan. Now let's say I was looking to enter this trade over here, and I saw this dump. I'd be watching this dump, and I'd have a thesis. If the bulls defend the dynamic over here, okay, now doesn't have to be the dynamic. It could be a horizontal that you're looking at. It could be a different EMA or moving average you're looking at. It could be anything, right? If the bulls defend what you are expecting them to defend, that could be a thesis to get in. Be like, all right, I'm in, right? We did something very similar with Bitcoin, right? We talked about it in the Grove. So if you guys aren't in the Grove chat yet, please go ahead and join. A lot of educational material in there as well, and some really helpful and nice people to share your journey with. So yeah, that's Ethereum over here. We're seeing continuation right now, and well, actually, this is looking really good in terms of the 4 hour, right? You're seeing this horizontal, right? Let me highlight this actually for you guys. Damn, let me delete everything, clear out the chart a bit. Okay, so I want you guys to notice this pink line over here. Where do we draw that? This is based off the 2-day horizontal, guys. Okay, this is based off the 2-day horizontal. Okay, that's the pink line. Okay, you see where my cursor is? That's where the pink line is. Now I'm going to switch on over to the 4-day time frame. We drew that based on the 2-day, and we're seeing that on the 4-hour time frame, the bulls are freaking respecting it. We saw the retest of the dynamic. What was the retest of the dynamic, by the way? Man, this is lining up so well, so freaking well. The retest of the dynamic was also the retest of our massive symmetrical triangle on the 2-day time frame, right? That's it, right over there. So you're seeing this is a beautiful chart, guys. When you see something like this, that's Confluence. That's when everything that you're in sync with the chart, and the chart is behaving properly. It's not being choppy. Even though the lower time frames may look like it's actually respecting all the higher time frame levels to the T. And you're seeing that right over here. Bounce off the dynamic, bounced off the freaking top of the symmetrical triangle, closed above the freaking 2-day horizontal, which is also our 4-day horizontal, by the way. Respected it, and now we're seeing continuation. This is gorgeous, guys. This is actually really beautiful. I haven't seen a theme look this beautiful in a very long time. I'm expecting some resistance over here at around 2018, and if we do close about 2018, if we do continue on over to take out the high at around 2041, I'm expecting the next move all the way to $2,500, right? So that's pretty much it for Ethereum, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys were able to garner some valuable golden nuggets and lessons that help you in your trading journey from the beginning part of this video. I will see you guys in the next one. We'll be doing Bitcoin. I will also be doing a live stream this weekend, so stay tuned for that. If you guys enjoy this video, throw a like, throw a subscribe, hit the bell icon, by the way, because more and more people have been complaining to me that YouTube is not showing them my videos and not showing them notifications at all. So hit the bell icon, and if you guys aren't in the Discord, join the Discord, because that's the easiest way to get updates on our YouTube videos. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Do it the mango way, do the stress-free way. Ciao.